everybody, it's Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Ben Saunders, who's taking on Patrick Cote at UFC Boston. That's coming up on January 17th. We're here at Antoni's Dynamix Martial Arts here. And so first and foremost, why do you come here? Because I know that you're usually based in Florida, and you like to come out to LA, though, for a little dabble. So why do you like to come here?
I've been working with Bobby Robert of Magiro Gym in Orlando, Florida, Dutch kickboxing, and his style definitely basically works very well with what I've been doing, and honestly, what he's been able to give to my game already has been pretty mind-blowing. I feel like I'm learning every single day, as well as coming out here and working with Eddie Bravo. I'm out here to step my game up, and the limited time that I've been here, it's been really career changing, I believe.
So is it something more about the style that he brings to you in terms of how he shows you to kick versus how somebody else does? Because we know that Antoni is known for having so much power.
Oh, absolutely. And on top of that, when you go with different styles and they have different ways of how you should move your hips, how you should throw certain strikes. His style, like I said, it transitions very well into what I've already been doing. So we haven't had to completely change up my game. We've just been able to refine and work on the details of them while adding new strikes to it.
Nice. So where do you think Patrick's going to be the most dangerous?
Man, obviously he's stepped his game up too. I know he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. His wrestling has been, he's really stepped that up, and he's always a dangerous striker. So I got to be prepared for everything. He's obviously going to be looking to knock me out. I'm going to be looking to knock him out. He's never been stopped via KO or TKO. So obviously that is something I would love to do, show the world that I can knock anybody out, even the unknockoutable. And my submission game, I feel, is on par, so submissions, I'm game for that too.
Well, that's the thing, when you look at the way he fights, you're probably going to be in it for 3 rounds, right? I mean, that's the thing. So mentally, you've already prepared yourself for a long fight anyway.
Absolutely. If it goes to decision, that sucks statistically. I never wanted to go that way. I'm definitely someone that tries to fight to keep my statistics strong. But, like I said, he's a veteran of the game and been in it longer than me. Fought Anderson Silva for the title. He's on a great run right here since dropping a welterweight, looking amazing at welterweight. It's an absolute honor to fight someone of his caliber and, above all, his name recognition.
Nice. You definitely will have a height and reach advantage, though, as well. Yes. So if you use your jab, stick to the jab, that could be effective.
Yeah. On the outside, I think I have the advantage. On the inside, he's going to be dangerous with obviously he's got power strikes. He's going to probably have to worry about my tie clinch as well. I'm going to have to worry about his wrestling and takedowns. And, the question mark is always going to be with anybody once it hits the mat, who has the better game there.
Right. So I was at the show in Chicago, saw you backstage, and that was a tough fight. When they read the decision, how did you think it was going to go? Because it was close.
I believe I won the first and the third. I think the second for sure was a close round. I felt I finished it strong. I landed a nice knee to the body, or liver, which had him, grab my legs and kind of hold on from there. And then I kind of finished off with a few elbows. But tough matchup, man. And I knew he was going to be tough going into it, just like this Cote fight. It went the way I was expecting as far as on the scorecards. Yeah, he landed the overhand right in the first round, but I was also on one foot. I was throwing the kick, and I thought I was doing a good job of lighting him up. I hurt him on the feet, and that's kind of what I think allowed for probably the distance measurement issue. Is I was kind of, I saw red. It was, I was going for the kill. I saw him hurt, and I was kind of a little sloppy with my distance and my timing, and he was able to capitalize, and more power to him. But even when he dropped me, I went immediately for, a heel hook, turned it into getting my guard, and then, had him in trouble and almost in a triangle, at the end of the first. So I believe I won the first and the third. And the second, obviously, is the question mark. But, you know, I'm just happy and very fortunate it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, so you go from Kenny Robertson to Patrick. You, like you said, there's a couple in a row of really long, potentially long grinding fights in there. But after, let's say you're victorious, do you have your eyes on somebody? I don't know, you know, what your sort of game plan is now that you've come back to the UFC.
I've never really tried to look too much far ahead. You never know how the fight's going to play out, and I think more than anything, even with a win, it's how the performance goes and how you look in that win that would dictate, you know, what you might feel you're deserving of, I guess. All
right. Well, I guess that makes sense. Was it when you got the call to come back? What was that situation like? I mean, was that something that you expected to happen?
I fulfilled my contract with Bellator. They wanted to re-sign me. You know, my whole purpose ever since getting cut from the UFC was, you know, refine my game, step my game up, get better, gain some experience, and make the comeback. You know, I made a promise to myself that I will make it back no matter what, and that was the plan even while I was with Bellator. Once I left Bellator, you know, I had quite a few fights fall through, probably like 3 or 4. You know, it can be a little frustrating and even depressing at times, you know, spending a lot of money, you know, in the training camps, trying to produce results and having the fights, you know, fall through is what it is. But you stay positive, you stay motivated. And then, you know, someone got injured in the Tulsa fight, and I hit Joe Silva up and, you know, let him know, hey, you know, if you guys need someone, I'm ready. I'm here to step up. And originally he wasn't sure, but then it ended up working out. I woke up the next morning with, you know, if Titan Fighting lets you out of your contract, you know, you're more than welcome. Titan lived up to, you know, their names, you know, fans, fighters first, and I definitely thank them, you know, and then I was able to go out there, get the opportunity, and when I went there, my whole purpose was don't let this opportunity slip away, and if possible, represent, you know, prove to Joe Silva and prove to everybody that had anything to do with, you know, my comeback that it wasn't a bad choice.
Nice. And we were talking before we started rolling cameras, the first and only Omoplata finish in the UFC, right?
Yes, okay. First and only.
So when you see guys out there who have great gist, do you secretly, when you watch, are you cursing them not to get an Omoplata, or do you want to see another one?
No, I don't care. You know, obviously, I didn't even realize it was going to be as historical as it was. I didn't even realize it was going to be, I guess, blown up to that proportion. I was just happy to get in there, get the W, and get it in style, if you will. Oh,
it's stylish for sure.
And it wasn't, I mean, anybody can say, obviously anybody can watch the fight, and there was legit technique. Everything looked really on point with it. It wasn't just kind of a sloppy, I happened to get it. I was gunning for it, and I'm very, very happy I was able to make it happen.
Nice, nice. Well, we're looking forward to your featured prelim bout with Patrick Cote at UFC Boston. Ben, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure. Hi, I'm Ben Saunders, and you're watching MMA Heat.